have it. The first tick on the index, it is getting ugly now. About 100 points gone on the Nifty at 19,400, just holding on by the skin of its teeth. The Sensex is down about 400 points, so not a great start for the market. The Bank Nifty is down 330 points, and the advanced decline ratio is in favor of declines, actually over 1,100 stocks. Let's keep it with the losers, just to give you a sense of what's happening. The cement stocks are dragging their feet, in fact, dragging the index. Ultratech Cement, Grasim, down anywhere between 1 to about 3% and steel stocks, Tata Steel, Hindalco coming off. Auto stocks, Maruti, Tata Motors are in the red. Bajaj Finserv has some news flow going for itself, so that one is also down about 0.3%. And then you have other heavyweights like Infosys, HCL Tech, SBI, Kotak Mahindra Bank, ICICI Bank, L&T. So it's really a secular move on the downside. On the upside, Bajaj Finance holding up just barely, up about 0.3%. Pivoting around that 88,000 rupee mark on the stock price. And Nestle India is up about 2.5%, batting for the bulls there. BPCL is also holding up a tad bit. But otherwise, it's actually a market that's quite weak. It's opened up well in the red. The mid-cap index is down about 250-odd points. There's a steep sell-off across a lot of these, recent favorites, whether it's something like a Zomato, Ujjivan Small Finance Bank. So I guess a lot of profit-taking happening today.
Well, that's right, Sonia. A few stocks are doing well, though. JSW Infra had a good listing yesterday. It's building onto that. That's up close to around 4.5% as we speak. Suzlon had a good close to trade. Well, that one as well has opened up well in the green. So that's up close to around 2.5%. And volumes are very, very high on a couple of these names. A smaller name like a GVK Power, well, that's up close to around 5%. But that's only a 13 rupee stock as of now. In terms of frontline F&O names, very, very few stocks are trading in the green, but Nestle is one stock that's opened up. Strides yesterday was a little bit weak. That's pulled back today. And from the cement pack, you have Ramco Cement that's up close to around 0.5% odd. MGL, it had a good run yesterday. It's building onto that. That's up close to around 1% in today's trading session. The problem for the markets is now we're trading closer to around 19,400. Last few days, we've been going to around 19,470, 19,480 and bouncing from there. As I said earlier today as well, the Nifty Bank is a crucial component. It's opened up weaker than the Nifty. It's down 0.8%. It has the weekly expiry that plays out today. And ahead of the RBI meet as well, you'll want to defend this band of around 43,800 to around 44,000. That's going to be the index to watch, and that can swing it either which ways. For the time being, the bears are feeling on top. Prashant, for that.
Well, almost from being slightly above 19,500, we are only 5 points above the 19,400 level. The lower end of the Bollinger Band, the daily Bollinger Bands is around the 19,360, 70-ish levels, which we put out in the morning. So you're basically there. Now we need to see if those kind of hold or not. You got pressure, clearly. Market breadth is 2:1 in the negative. So almost 1,200 stocks are lower and about 650 stocks are higher. That's what's coming through. I'll start with what's down with volumes. IDFC first is down 2%. That is coming up with some volumes. Ujjivan Small Finance Bank had a decent up day yesterday. That is pulling back about 1. Maruti is down 2% on the back of large volumes. And there is Zomato, which I think made a new 52-week high. That's down about 2% this morning. Jubilant Food is another one, which is down about 1% or so, 534 on Jubilant Food. The Bajaj twins, both Finance and Finserv, did well. They were the top Nifty gainers yesterday. They're down about 1.33% to 1.5%. Max Healthcare was up 4% yesterday. That is down about 2.5%. These are basically, small reversal moves off of what happened the previous day or the prior week. Nothing more. M&M Finance is down about 2.5%. There was a pre-quarterly update. SAIL, NTPC are some of the other names which are coming up on the downside. Another one of these reversals, like Metro Brands was up 10% out of the blue yesterday. That is starting 4% lower. So a little bit of pullback on some of these names. On the other side is what we are seeing. On the way up, JSW Infra, the listing from yesterday, that is the top volume-led gainer. I think ended 30% higher. It's up another 4% this morning. So 163, 164. And with this pop, the gap with Adani Ports, which is the number one player, JSW in terms of capacity on the commercial port sector, is number 2. The valuation gap is narrowed quite a bit. Of course, Adani is far larger, but the valuation gap is narrowing. Nestle is up 4%. I think Nigel mentioned that. Bank of Maharashtra is up 2.6%, good numbers. Suzlon is up about 2.5%. Stocks back almost at 28 rupees now, Suzlon. So that is pushing higher. And there is something like a Titagarh Wagons, which is coming up with some gains as well this morning. Dhanalakshmi Bank had a big day on the upside yesterday. It's following through with a 4% gain this morning as well. So, yeah, I mean, that's essentially what's showing up on both sides of the market right now. 130 points lower is what we have at about 19,400.